Let me tell you something most motivational videos won't. Your biggest problem probably isn't lack of talent. It isn't bad luck. And it isn't other people. Your biggest problem might be time you quietly wasted. Hours turned into days. Days turned into years. And the worst part? You didn't even notice it happening. Until one day you stop and think, what have I done with all this time? That moment is when regret begins. And regret is a terrifying emotion, because regret doesn't come from failure. Failure hurts, but it fades. Regret is different. Regret comes from imagining the person you could have been, someone stronger, someone more disciplined, someone who didn't spend years waiting for the perfect moment. And once that thought enters your mind, it never really leaves. You start noticing it everywhere. When someone younger than you achieves something you once dreamed about. When you see people building things, learning things, becoming things. And deep down, a quiet voice whispers something painful. That could have been you. Regret is not loud. It doesn't scream. It whispers. It whispers when you lie awake at night replaying old decisions, the opportunities you ignored, the risks you were too afraid to take, the goals you postponed again and again. I'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow became next week. Next week became next year. And slowly, almost invisibly, life kept moving forward without you. The most painful part isn't the mistakes you made. It's the life you almost lived, the business you almost started, the skill you almost mastered, the person you almost became. That ghost version of you will follow you for years. You'll see flashes of it everywhere. When someone your age becomes successful, when you hear a story about someone who started late and still made it, when you realize the only thing separating you from them was action. This is the bitter truth nobody likes to admit. Most people don't destroy their lives with one big mistake. They destroy it with thousands of small delays. One more hour of comfort, one more day of procrastination, one more year of saying, I'm not ready yet. Comfort feels harmless in the moment, but comfort slowly builds a cage made of routine, excuses, distractions, and quiet disappointment. And one day, you wake up and realize something terrifying. The cage door was never locked. You just never pushed it open. But here's something important about regret. As painful as it is, regret is also a signal. It means the fire inside you never died. If it had died, you wouldn't feel this pain. You wouldn't feel that sharp discomfort in your chest when you think about wasted time. That pain is proof that the person you were meant to become is still somewhere inside you, waiting. The truth is brutal. You cannot recover the years you lost. Time doesn't refund. The past will never return. But life still offers you something incredibly powerful. Today. And today is dangerous, because today is where most people repeat the same mistake. They regret yesterday and then waste today the exact same way. Scrolling, waiting, overthinking, telling themselves they'll start when they feel ready. But the people who build meaningful lives don't wait until fear disappears. They move while afraid. They start before confidence. They act before certainty. They take messy, uncomfortable, imperfect action. That is the only thing that breaks the cycle. Not motivation, not inspiration, action. Maybe the first step is small. Maybe you start learning the skill you avoided. Maybe you begin the project you've been postponing. Maybe you start rebuilding yourself one discipline at a time. It won't erase the past, but something slowly begins to change. The same voice that once whispered regret begins whispering something else, possibility.
And little by little, you start building the version of yourself you once thought you lost. Because in the end, life only asks one brutal question. Not whether you started early, not whether you were perfect, but whether you finally started at all. You can't change the years behind you, but the years in front of you are still listening. The question is, will you waste them the same way?